The thirst is real.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a special bonus episode of The Thirsty Boys. I am here with the beautiful, the gorgeous, from Canada's Drag Race Season 4, the Girlfriend Experience.
Hi, everybody.
It's been a while.
It's been so long.
Oh, you look so good.
Thank you.
I
actually saw you at the pool party.
Oh, God. I was physically there. I don't know if I was mentally there.
No, you were good. You were good.
Was I good?
Yeah.
I left that
No, you were having a good time.
Was I?
Yeah,
I left and I just went to my partner and I'm like, he's like, oh, like you talked to the girlfriend. I'm like, please say I was seemingly like kind and normal and like all these things.
No, you were great.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. The party was great.
I love a pool party. Like I love a pride pool party. Like I just like gay and water and party. Like, I don't know. That's like my thing.
Yeah.
But I recently have spent, the alcohol's been hitting me a little bit differently as I'm turning 34
When?
soon, September.
I just turned 34.
Okay, so we're the same year.
Yes, 91.
91. And what's your sign?
Cancer. June. I'm a June baby.
I thought you being a Cancer makes sense.
Soft girl energy.
Okay.
Wait, what is your sign?
Virgo.
Okay. I don't know much about Virgo.
Oh, okay.
I know Beyonce is a Virgo.
I know a lot about Cancers.
Yeah?
I have a lot of Cancers in my life.
Okay.
So I always say that there's clearly a reason why I'm surrounded by them. And there's clearly a reason why I'm connected to them. I was with a girl for 3 years. We lived together. I was going to marry her, all the things. She just got married and she was a Cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were straight?
Yeah, for a bit of time until 26. Yeah.
Okay, 26.
Yeah, it was a fun time. I mean, I
think we're on the reverse because I was gay until I was 26 and then I
oh my
transitioned,
gosh.
and now I've been straight since I was 26.
Oh, I love this. Okay, so all these little parallel journeys. Okay, but back to alcohol.
Okay, sorry.
Alcohol in your 30s. Oh no, you're sober.
I'm sober.
Fucking hell. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I might be sober soon too because
Oh my God.
the way I felt at that pool party, I was like, it's not okay to not remember what I had a conversation with you about. Like that to me is not okay.
It was fun. Well, I mean, no, you were great. It was like, I remember standing there. I was like, it was so windy. It was a pool party. It was overcast.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
What is happening?
this is my first pool party. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry we didn't bring the weather better
it's
for
okay.
you.
It's my fault, actually.
Storm stress.
You know, the joke, I've been joking about this a lot lately because I travel a lot. And during my travels, everywhere I go, it's always sunny up until I arrive. And then it gets shitty right when I get there. And then it gets sunny right when I leave. And so it was giving like it was going to be a gorgeous weekend.
Yes, it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was until I arrived. And I got there. I was like, okay.
Okay, so, well, I don't know, what is that called? Witch, bad luck, a storm stress? I don't know. A Marvel character?
When I was in Brazil, I got a really bad tan line. So I think the universe was just protecting me from the sun until it evened out.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm happy for that for you. What brings you to this side of our country? Why are you in Toronto?
I was in Montreal Pride actually last week.
Nice.
And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over.
Yeah.
I wanted to do some shows and Fierce is here and all my girls are here. And I've been spending a lot of time in Toronto lately. It's been a lot of fun.
I love it here. I think I told you this. Like I was from Vancouver as well. I am Team Toronto.
Yeah.
Where are you at on this question?
Okay, that is such a good question. I love Vancouver. It is so beautiful. I just find that after 15 years of living there, like the scene is small. Once you've done it, like I've done everything like 10 years ago and now it's just been on repeat. It's nice to like go and relax, but like I love the excitement of traveling and being in a bigger city and like being surrounded by people that I don't get to see all the time too is nice.
Yeah.
Just to keep the mix shaken up. So yeah, I'm like kind of Team Toronto right now, but I really fell in love with Montreal.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a fair. I guess there are more than two options in my mind. I'm like it's just two, but yeah, Montreal's great.
Oh yeah, like it's such a TS city.
Okay.
So many girls.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Where are the men the hottest? Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal?
Definitely not in Vancouver. Oh, that's hard. I feel like, Vancouver has a big Latino community and like
You love? Okay.
I have a type.
Yeah.
And so that's great. But Vancouver people are flaky, and that's just not in the gay scene. That's in like everywhere.
Every scene, yeah.
So that kind of throws them out the window for me. But Toronto guys have a swagger about them that's like different from Vancouver.
A confidence.
A confidence.
I feel like straight guys in general, but straight guys specifically in Toronto are more forward, direct.
Yes.
Like Vancouver guys can be a little like, they don't want to like make the move, commit. Like,
they're kind of pussies.
I was trying to say that in a nice way.
Oh, am I allowed to say?
Yeah, you can say pussy. I mean, yeah.
Am
it
I
might
allowed
be
to swear?
bleeped.
Oh, that's
you can
fine.
Swear. Yeah, you can
Fabulous.
swear.
So Vancouver guys are pussies. I feel like Toronto guys are exactly that, more forward. But I feel like a lot of them are fuckboys. And when in Montreal, I feel like they're boyfriend material.
Oh, okay.
At least from like the energy I got from like, there was the forwardness in, I lost a pinky.
Oh no.
There's a
We'll hide that
forwardness
one.
in Montreal. And there's also like a je ne sais quoi
Yeah.
of, you know, they want to take you on a date
Yes.
and like have that chivalrous kind of like
to woo you.
gentlemanly kind of energy. And I'm very much that girl. Like I want to be taken on a date.
Yeah.
I want to be paid for.
Yes.
You know, I feel like with like, I got my face done, my boobs done, my pussy done. Like,
Yeah.
I've made the first move in many ways. Like, I need you to just come to the front and make yourself known.
No, I love that.
So just pay for the damn dinner. My girlfriends are charging $500 an hour. If you can't give me your undivided attention for like 2 hours and pay for a damn meal, then like you're a lost cause to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you. I still also like love a lot of the traditional things that come like with relationships, even though like I'm now in like a male relationship, but I'm still kind of like, yeah, there's still these moments that I seek and I look for. And even in your situation, like I still think it's valid to be like, I want the man to pay. Like if that's what you want, that's what you want. Like we're all allowed to have our views and our versions of relationships.
For sure. And it's not that like I'm very much the whoever asks the person on the date is the one that should pay for the date.
Okay.
Vancouver's very like a let's split the bill down the middle. And I find that so trashy.
It's just also like you're getting the best of no worlds. Like when you split the bill, it's like who's treating who, who's serving who's like what, or just like your siblings, your best friends. Like that's giving.
I'm not like auditioning for a roommate here. I'm, auditioning to have like someone I share moments of my life with. So
yes.
like, I would love for you to be forward and pay for the damn meal.
Yeah. So where are you at in your like dating, love, life? Looking, searching, not looking, not searching?
I'm open. I'm like, I think after transitioning, I put a lot of emphasis on getting into a relationship and like finding someone because, you have that excitement. Like I'm a girl now. I have like all the bits.
Yeah.
I feel cute. I feel great in my body. I have like this energy and excitement to like see people and date. But I feel like I hadn't found the validation in myself yet. I was still looking for exterior validation. A lot of girls transition, they get plastic surgery and they think that that's enough in order for you to like be a woman. But not a lot of people talk about the internal work that goes through, navigating the new spaces that you take up and the new kind of like place that you fit in the world and the mind fuck of it all because like there's this culture shock that goes into transitioning. You don't just like do your surgeries and move on with your life.
Yeah.
You have to like, there's a culture when it comes to being a woman, and whether you want to subscribe to that culture or not, majority of the world does subscribe to that culture. And so you're going to be treated in a certain way and people are going to treat you a certain way.
Yeah.
And so it really messes with your head. And I think I didn't take any time to really find who I was because I got straight into a relationship and then that went to the shits. And I kind of auditioned for Drag Race right after we broke up. And then I got thrown on television and I was just so mentally not there because of everything that I'd done to my body, plus how like screwed up how fucked up he had me after we broke up that I was just so within my feels and like self-doubt. So I spent like a year traveling and kind of getting to know who I am
Yeah.
again. And now I'm like validated in myself that I don't need to be in a relationship
Okay.
to feel whole.
Yep.
But I'm also not against meeting someone and having starting something or like navigating into something or creating, it's like whatever happens.
Okay. So top 3 things you look for in a man.
Manners is number 1. I like someone that is courteous and respectful to his family. I do keep an eye out on how his relationship is with his family.
Okay.
One thing I really love that really gets me going is when you're like walking down the street with the guy, and I'll purposely walk on the side closest to the cars.
Okay.
Because I feel like if they're gentlemen, they'll pull me onto the side closest to the buildings to protect me because I'm their little package.
I've never heard this one before.
It's a very
We're getting a producer nod, but I have not heard
Are you in
this
on that
one.
too? It's
Woohoo. Okay.
because
Does
you're
Graham do that? I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to
yeah, just so you know, it works for everybody.
Okay.
Because he views you as like a little package he wants to protect,
Okay.
And I feel like it's very ingrained in like a few like very gentlemanly, family, cultured,
Okay.
energy based
Yeah.
places. So
Okay.
like, I know
Love.
a lot of Latinos are like that.
Okay.
A lot of Asian guys are like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just find it so charming.
Okay. So manners, chivalry.
And you don't need to have money, but you need to be able to like hold your own. Like I don't want to be, I've had a few, situationships where I end up being the sugar mama, and that's like fun sometimes when you want to have that kind of like dominant role in a relationship, but I'm not that girl.
Okay.
Like just hold your own. You don't need to pay for everything, but like I don't need to pay for you all the time or like take care of you and baby you.
Do you feel that since you're such like a confident, strong, gorgeous woman, like it's hard to find like that perfect guy? Like given like you kind of like, I feel like it must be, the pool is already smaller for anyone in the LGBTQ plus community. Then I'm sure the pool becomes even smaller in situations where you're dealing with people who are bigoted, complicated, etc.
Yeah.
So, but even then for you though, as this like, this is the confident, strong, self-assured woman.
It's interesting. It's interesting because like being a trans woman, like in media and like in entertainment and the type of like drag that I do, it's like very stripper and provocative, and I show my body. Like it's definitely been an issue with some people that I've seen. Maybe not so much me being on TV, but like, taking my clothes off in front of people. But I find that like most guys, when they get to know me, that like what I am on stage is like a complete different, is a persona, is like the side of me that I want to get out, but I don't normally get out on an average everyday type thing.
Yeah.
Because like I think I've always had to like hold my own and be independent and take care of myself, that like I do look for a guy that I can kind of melt into my femininity a bit more and let him take the reins and him be in control. So I think in my everyday life I can be a lot more controlling, but in my relationships I do like to find a guy that is in control, and I think that I have a okay time finding guys like that. Like it can be like a switch. Like I can be really loud and boisterous, and then I meet the right guy and I'm just a small, delicate little mouse with the softest little voice and the teeniest little waist, and
Okay, well, I'm following. I love that. What about in terms of like open, closed? Like, are you looking for a closed situation, monogamy, or is there some open-mindedness here?
That's something I'm intrigued to explore, actually.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm always been a very monogamous person. Jealousy is something that I've struggled with, but I feel like I've kind of been able to overcome over time. But I don't know, it's hard to say. I feel like if I was dating a bisexual guy, like I'm not one to really let a guy do me up the butt, to be frank.
Fair.
So and I'm not a masculine person in the bedroom. So like if
Fair.
you need that kind of masculine energy and it's just like a hookup, I don't see why I would be against you like popping over to some guy you met on Grindr and like pumping one out.
Yeah.
And
Fair.
move, but like as long as you're coming home to me.
Yeah. Okay, so there's some open-mindedness.
But it would have to be able to go both ways and you have to be prepared.
Fair.
I pull trade and you need to be okay with that.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, that is like the number one thing I think about anything open is like the rules better be clear and the rules better be equal.
Yeah,
like
for
to
sure.
all parties. Because I think, sometimes people get a little fucked up and they don't really understand like what it means for everyone.
My only thing with that is the only concern that is with myself because I'm like, when it comes to sex, like I usually just sleep with one person at a time and it'll be like consecutively. And then I'll go through like long periods of time where I don't sleep with somebody.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a one at a time kind of person. We may get into a relationship. We may not get into a relationship. It may just be purely physical type of thing, but I don't have like multiple partners on the go. So that would be an interesting thing for me to try and explore.
Why the sex breaks?
Sex isn't really on the forefront of my mind.
Okay. Fair.
I think that's a lot where my energy on stage and my drag comes from. Where like, I've always like kind of let that sexual energy out on camera or on stage, but I've never really dove into it like on a personal level with people.
Yeah.
Like I was Christian growing up, and so I didn't lose my virginity till I was like 24.
Oh wow.
And maybe like old habits die hard, or like certain aspects of my upbringing have like stayed with me. But like, I always find sex to be like a very intimate energy exchange. And like majority of the people that I meet out at the clubs when I'm working.
Yeah.
And I don't sleep with people that are drinking because I don't drink.
Got it.
Because we're not on the same level.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like hard. I don't meet a lot of people on an everyday situation. It's usually in entertainment and there's usually some kind of drugs or alcohol involved.
Okay, no, fair. Okay, so he's a 10, but he tells you that you cannot have stripping as a part of your drag anymore. Do you stop that aspect of your performing for him if it's the perfect guy, or do you say like, fuck off, you're not the perfect guy because of that?
Well, I'm a 10 and I would need access to your entire bank account and your credit cards, because if you're going to take away my income, you better come ready to supplement my life.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, tit for tat, like.
No, I get it. I love that. I love a negotiation.
Of course.
I love a bargaining. I love compromise. That's a sort of a version of compromise.
I don't even know if that's a compromise. I think it's just it's like if you're going to take away my income, like you need to be serious in the fact that like I will, if you want wifey privilege, you need to come like with wifey money.
Yeah.
And you need to come ready to give me the wifey experience.
No, I'm with that answer. Since we're talking about dating,
yes,
we're going to rank the worst things to do on a first date.
Ooh, okay.
The worst thing, the worst thing, you're going to give number 1.
Okay.
Okay. And like something that's not as bad is going to be number 5.
Okay.
But you have to rank like all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay. And there's only 5 questions?
Only 5.
Okay.
Okay. Not offering to pay.
2.
So quite bad. Quite bad, as we kind of discussed. Okay. Always checking their phone.
3.
3. Showing up 30 minutes late.
That would be a 1.
Like that's like the worst. I think I'm with
so
you.
Rude.
That's like bad.
That's first impressions. You've already like, I haven't even talked to you and you're like showing up 30 minutes late.
Yeah. The other ones so far feel like there could be some sort of reason. This one is like, there's no reason to be 30 minutes late.
No, unless someone died.
Fair. Hopefully not in this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about their ex for 30 minutes during the date.
Oh, can I switch them out?
I mean, it's not usually allowed, but for you, I will allow it.
I would switch the 30 minutes late. I would rather take 30 minutes late. So I would do that as number 1 as the worst. And then I would take...
Push it all down.
And then I would move 30 minutes late could be if there's a good excuse for.
Okay, but not talking about the ex. Like that's a
Talking-
no for you. Like
I don't want to hear about your ex
interesting.
because that means you're still thinking about them
Interesting. So see,
and you're not over it.
while I
And you're trauma dumping on me.
okay, I hear you. That's valid. While I was alternate perspective, while I was dating in between my ex-husband and my now partner, I liked talking about my ex from the purpose of this was a big part of my life. It was the biggest part of my gay life, the biggest part of my adult life. So I want you to know why and what, so you can have information about me to decide like if that is all sounding good and fair and good. Like that's where I came from. Does that give you, is that a little bit better? Or are you still like, fuck no?
No, that is better. I think from the first date, I would want to get to know the person, their likes, their interests.
Okay.
That kind of aspect.
Yes.
First,
fair.
and if I vibe with that kind of base ground, the second or third date could be the more in depth on dating history, dating styles. Because like, I think if we're talking about relationships on straight out the gate, then we're kind of just like moving a bit swiftly.
And in this is where my Virgo-ness comes out, because my first dates were always like interviews, and we would cover all the
this
subjects.
The first date?
I mean, I would
making me go all the way to the studio in the middle of nowhere.
Could you imagine? And then I just
hello, is there anybody else here?
It's always in a podcast setting. No, I would. But this is like, I am very self-aware of my quirks. This is my quirk. Like my quirk is I'm very intense.
Yeah.
So guys that it didn't work out with, they told me like, you were too intense on the first date. And I'm like, well, I'm looking for the one.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm too intense for you, then goodbye.
I mean, you got to play it by ear though. I feel like when you mesh well with someone and like you do go on that date, like it works sometimes that you can like get into these types of conversations.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's, like,
fair.
Chill. Like usually you can gauge what's appropriate in the moment.
Yeah. Was having my cue card and like writing their points on Excel during the date, was that appropriate or inappropriate?
Where'd you meet them?
Where?
Yeah.
They always would come to my house.
I mean like where the initial, is it like dating app?
The one that lasted or the ones that didn't, or all of them?
All of them.
It was a mixture of Grindr, Instagram DMs, and met through a friend or through a running club.
Instagram DM.
Oh, that was the most successful, I would say.
Oh, really?
Oh, I love an like when you're blind ranking dating apps, I would put Insta DMs on the top.
I would say anything online hasn't really been successful
No,
for
fair.
me. But
if it's
DMs,
online.
I feel like have been the most traumatic for me.
Traumatic?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You are like, I think like I have a following, but I'm not like known. I think because you were on Drag Race, maybe that is what skewed it.
I think the guys that see my Instagram, they see the curated version of like who the girlfriend experience is versus who Berlin is.
Yeah.
And so they come into my DMs under the impression of the girlfriend experience.
Got it.
And then it's like,
because you don't have a second account.
I do.
Oh,
I do.
I'm not following it.
I'll give it to you afterwards. I actually have used that one to like ease people into getting to know me first. Like, cause I have had dating profiles. And so I have a separate account that's linked to it.
Yeah,
that's more like
that makes sense.
Family and animals and like.
That's important, I think.
Sitting by the lake.
It's very important. It's very, very important. We didn't even get to the last one.
Okay.
Not asking questions about you. But you only have 5th left.
I mean, that's not terrible as long as they're just not talking about themselves the entire time.
Okay.
You know?
So there we have it. So the worst thing for you was talking about their ex.
Yeah.
Okay. We have one more set. In this version, I'm going to give you 2 things to choose from, and you're going to tell me what's worse.
Okay.
We're not going to rank them.
I love this game. This is so
good.
fun.
Okay, good. Which is worse? They were rude to the server, or they interrupted you constantly?
Rude to the server.
Okay. What is worse? They were rude to the server, or they ordered the most expensive thing on the menu without predetermining who was paying?
Being rude to the server.
Agreed.
Yeah.
rude to the server, or showing up drunk or high?
Showing up drunk or high.
Okay.
Because I can apologize on their behalf to the server, but I can't sober them up.
Fair. No, fair.
Or make do with that disrespect.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in this version of the question, did they know that you were sober? I'm not sure, but.
Still inappropriate.
Yeah, still inappropriate. No, fair. No, to be clear, yes. I was just saying it's like extra level inappropriate if you're like, I'm sober.
Who knows? Maybe them being drunk or high made them be nice to the server.
Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure. Okay, speaking about kind of Berlin and girlfriend experience. First of all, if you've answered this a million times, I'm sorry. Where does girlfriend experience, the name, come from?
I think it was just the natural energy that I give. Even when I first started doing drag, or just as like a little twink, I always was surrounded by like muscle gays, and I was always like the girl of the group.
Got it.
Everybody was always like, she's my wife, she's my girlfriend. It was just like, I just give that girlfriend energy.
It was your persona. Like it was who you were, who you are.
Yeah, it's just like the kind of relationship I had with a lot of my friends was like, they were the man, I was the girl, everybody, they would hold the doors open for me, or like, just treat me as like the girl. And then I changed my handle to the girlfriend experience. And then when I started pre-drag, yes.
Okay.
Because I was Berlin.
Yes.
I was Berlin. I was always just Berlin.
Okay.
And then I started traveling to the States a lot for work or for gigs, like 2017-ish. And in New York, they were introducing me as the girlfriend experience.
Okay.
That's what they thought my name was based off of my handle.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that has an interesting ring to it. I like it. And then when I transitioned, Berlin was my legal name.
Okay.
And I needed a separation between me and drag and me out of drag.
Yeah.
So then I just started going by the girlfriend experience. And then I guess when Drag Race came around and I auditioned, I'd already started introducing that as more of a frequent thing, but then that kind of was like sealed the envelope and made it like
cemented it.
Yeah.
And then there's also a TV show called The Girl. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, and that was fine. Legal was able to like clear that.
I don't think they can can they I don't know. Can they even like?
I get what you're getting at.
Yeah.
'Cause it's kind of like they're just like, it's not. I don't know. On America's Got Talent, I know that you can't like name your group after like if there was already a TV show like kind of out there, which you didn't do. And I hear what you're saying. Like the girlfriend experience, those are like words that represent like
an experience of sex work.
Yeah. So like I don't know.
Interesting.
But anyways, that never came up.
That. But you know what? It's interesting because like, if my family Googles the girlfriend experience, it's the TV show that comes
up first. Does that annoy you?
No, not at all.
Oh,
it acts as like a firewall between my family or like people that I don't want seeing It's funny how it worked out that like a lot of my stuff is actually hidden in the depths of the internet because of the TV show, or like how that phrase equates to sex work, that like makes it a little bit harder to find.
That's fair.
Stuff, and I kind of like it that way.
Yeah.
Because like unless you're like looking up Drag Race, because some like I go to the States a lot. I travel, and I go see my friends, and I know a lot of my girlfriends that do sex work. They go through the border, and they have such issues with getting their ads found, and then being accused of doing sex work while they're down there.
Got it.
Even when they're not doing it.
Yeah.
And I think in a way that show kind of like protected me, because like if I'm simply going to go see my girlfriends in LA, like I don't want to be stopped in secondary for like, them, because my drag alludes to sex work, or they make these predeterminations. Like at this point I have to go through the border with like no wig, no makeup, very like nothing glamorous. Because every time I do go with a full beat and mug and like, you know, cute outfit, I get pulled into secondary and like, what are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. So
Because they think you're going to perform.
no, well, they think that I'm like a sex worker.
Oh, wow.
They don't know that I do drag. And like, they can tell like when a doll is dolled up.
Yeah.
It's pretty like a common thing. Like they're probably a sex worker of sorts.
Wow.
And it gives me issues. And I'm not even a sex worker. So.
Yeah. Have you gone to the US since our little friend Trump is wanting to?
Yeah.
Okay. And like where like how are you with like what's being kind of threatened in the US, threatened around the world in terms of like trans rights and trans people?
I mean, that's what initiated me going makeup-less and without a wig on. Like before, I would still go with a wig on and like a lash, but you kind of see how like when you cross the border, like the less transitioned you are, the less issues they give you. So like if I go looking like, you know, without a wig on, it's kind of giving like I'm still on the journey versus me being a fully realized T-girl and like a sex worker.
Oh my goodness.
So I used to still go with a wig on and like a lash and a little liner, but like that even can trigger them, it seems like. So I feel like they grill me really hard at the border, harder than they ever did before. I feel like it's targeted. And this is like comparing notes with all my other girlfriends that also like travel to the States. And there's like an air there that is just a bit more intense. And it's a little bit like, I don't know. It's like I travel through the Canadian airport only. Like I'll never enter the States through another country.
Oh yeah. Like you want to do border control
here because they have no jurisdiction to really do anything past secondary.
Yeah.
You know? But when I get into the States, it's fine. It's more like, I feel like I have more concern for like my sisters down there because a lot of them are worried or like the stories that they tell me. But I feel like once you get across the border, it's fine. But, you know, we as Canadians, we can't really tell what's going to happen down there because there's ice and all of that stuff. And like, we're also fed like certain things through like Canadian media, like what they want us to see. And like a lot of the time it's like extreme versions of things or watered down versions of things. So you kind of just have to be like cautious and remember you're playing in somebody else's backyard and to like, you know, be a little bit more aware of the razor blades that might be hiding in the grass.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Well, wise words from the girlfriend experience. You talked about like not being in your favorite headspace for Canada's Drag Race. Would you do another series, franchise, reality show?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you have your eyes on?
Questions asked. You know what? The whole experience in itself, and I've said this over and over again, I was so grateful to be on the show that for me, it doesn't really matter. I think it's such a great experience to be a part of. I think that it's such a awesome way to challenge yourself. And I was saying in the car yesterday, I was with Isis and Suki. I was like, why is it like in the drag race world, it's so small. Every time I hang out with, or we're hanging out, or we're with our sisters, one of us is always on a franchise of sorts, whether it's Versus, All Stars, Slasion, Royale. Like it's its own little world, and it's a lot of fun to be in. And I think being considered and being in the pipeline of that kind of cycle is like fun because local drag is like awesome and it's a great experience, but like it can only prepare you so much. And when you're on the show, you're really thrown into like the Olympics of it all. So you really get to like push yourself to the limits of like what you can do. And it can really like introduce you into something new or like throw you in a new trajectory with your drag so quickly and easily. Yeah. That would maybe take more time just doing like the local bar scene. And I like that challenge. Yeah. I think a lot of girls look at Drag Race as like this be all end all for their fame and stardom. But my relationship with it was it really threw the mirror in front of my face to really challenge myself, meet who I am on a different level and not just drag persona, but me. It really made me like look at myself on the inside and see who I was as a person, and the mix of all the different challenges that it made me face within myself on the show and off the show is really exciting to me. And I would love to get back on the show and experience that and see how that pushes me and grows me and my drag and my personal life even further. So whatever is thrown my way,
Okay.
you know, you get put on TV.
I mean, I love TV, so I'm with you. We just obviously now have our first all Asian cast in the
So
Slaysian.
cool. Did you watch it yesterday?
I did. Very cool. But what about like an all trans cast? Like, could you see that?
I've been saying this.
I'm putting it out there. I'm putting
Let's
it out
do
there.
it.
I think it would be so good.
I think so too.
I think it would be so. I think it'd be so fun.
It would be, and not to like, you know, shit on the, you know, cisgendered folk out there, but like there is a certain energy that like dolls bring to drag, and it's a very personal aspect to it. And it's just, there's something that trans girls can bring that just like little boys in drag can't.
Yeah, I mean, again, but no, it's fair. Just like there's something that the Asian queens are going to bring on this series. Like these differentiations is not about excluding people. It's just about highlighting or analyzing what one type of drag queen, how they are different, and, and seeing them all against each other. I think it would be amazing.
And there's been, in my experience, there's, you know, as the show comes out and people have feelings and people, you know, I was on there very little and didn't have to do wasn't on there too much, but I had such an amazing, it launched such an amazing career for myself. You know, there has been some words from, you know, people in my cast of like feelings about how successful I have been versus their experience. And I think it does just attribute to, and I'm a prime example of like, you know, people just having such a strong love for trans women and them in drag, especially in the political climate that we are in, and the support that we have, or at least I'm feeling that like a lot of queens and a lot of people are showing towards the girls that are putting themselves out there in such a tumultuous time.
Totally.
That like, you know, it's magical.
Yeah, I agree.
And like same with Michaela, like I just,
Yeah.
and Sanjina. Like,
Amazing.
I just, Kimmy, Jaylene, like these are all just like phenomenal female artists, and Denim, trans man, that just brought something so special that's so unique that you can't really get on the show unless you have a trans eye.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready for it. I'm glad we got to talk about it because I hope it's going to come. I think it would be so fun. We have another little game for you, shifting gears quite swiftly. This one's called Drag Queen or Porn Star. I'm going to give you the name of oh, sorry, I said the wrong thing. This one's called Drag Queen or Corn Star. I'm going to give you the name of a drag queen or a corn star, and you're going to tell me which one they are.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Angel Monroe.
Porn star.
Angel Monroe is a drag queen. She's a drag queen.
Okay, Angel.
Angel. Shout out to Angel.
Shout out to Angel.
Tiffany Towers
Drag queen.
is a corn star.
Corn star.
If the game is meant to be tough, it's not you, it's us. Mia Star,
Corn star.
drag queen.
Who are these drag queens?
Misty Rain,
Drag queen?
corn star. Briar Blush,
Drag queen.
drag queen.
Yes.
Okay, and the last one, Jessica Bangkok,
Corn star.
corn star. There we go. Okay, we got there. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard game. It's a new game.
I love
we're
that one. That's
testing
funny.
it out. We're testing it out. Okay, questions for you. You can answer directly. Well, it's about you. Have you ever? It's about people in general. Have you ever? Okay, have you ever gotten? Of course you have. What are your thoughts on unsolicited dick pics? Where are we at on the dick pics? Do you need to have consent? Can you just send one? Does it depend on the app that you're on? What's your opinion on dick pics?
I guess I'm kind of shallow in this regard. If you have an ugly dick and you know it, don't bother.
Okay.
I'm open to a dick pic,
Like,
but
if
it
it's-
better like come correct.
And if it does, then you're fine. with
Yeah,
it.
and if everything else is correct too, I'll flirt back.
Yeah. But what if that's like what if that's one of the first messages? Is that also fine?
I mean, it happens.
happens.
Sometimes guys will just send them to me.
It happens. I'm
Also human. So like, if you do send me a dick pic and it's beautiful and you're beautiful, I'll probably respond.
Yeah. No,
Unless I'm seeing someone. Like, I'm a very
loyal. I'm like, what's the word?
How dare you? I'm in a relationship. That would be me.
We love asking people question about age gaps. Okay. So do you have an age gap when it comes to hooking up? So is there an age gap like that's too old to hook? Is there an age that it's like, okay, that age is my limit?
No. Yeah. I don't like older guys.
Like, what's older?
Like, my ex-boyfriend was 2 years older than me, and that was a bit much.
Oh, wow. Wait, so does that mean you want younger or you just want your age?
I want my age or younger.
But like how, okay, let's go the other direction. What is too young to hook up with?
$20 is my max.
Okay, so your range is like 20 to 36 or 35 or 34.
Yeah, 36. I could with a 40-year-old, but like if it's giving 40, like I don't.
Are you more talking about looks or vibe?
I think looks, because I don't like. I have young parents.
Oh, okay.
If like you're looking like you're close to my dad's age, it creeps me out.
That's valid. I have young parents too, and my mom looks very young, so that's interesting.
My dad looks like young too.
So I get where you're coming from.
It's like anything that's
You
like,
can't look older than your dad.
No, I dated this guy one time. He was like, you would know who he is. He's pretty famous, but he was in his 60s, and he was like only a couple years younger than my grandfather at the time.
Oh, okay.
And that was weird.
Okay. But you did it.
I didn't really know I was doing it, to be honest, but like,
Oh.
yeah.
And it's a secret, like we don't get the name. It's like a secret name.
I mean, if you bleep it out.
No, tell me after.
Okay, I'll tell you
I don't want to
after.
I don't want to I don't want to have like a bleeping.
No NDA was signed,
a bleeping,
though, so.
a bleeping problem. Okay, and then we're running out of time.
Yeah.
What's next for the girlfriend experience?
Oh my goodness, what is next? Shoot. I have a lot of things in the works right now that are still in the like planning or like the beginning stages.
Respect, yes.
That I can't really talk about yet, but they'll
Fair.
be coming out soon.
Okay.
I think I'm going back to Europe next month.
Nice.
I'll be back here in Toronto in a few weeks, and just like living loud and proud.
Living life, having fun. Your social media game is amazing.
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
Yeah, the engagement is crazy high, and people
you.
love to see what you post. So
Aw.
keep posting. Post about this. Post about us. Follow us. Frankie Chetta, Thirsty Boys, The Girlfriend Experience, and always remember the thirst is real. Thank you.
Ew.